Hello artists, welcome to a celebration of lights drawing tutorial. Our tools today will be markers, and if you are in the spirit and have some lights around, you can get them out for inspiration. So we're going to go ahead and start with drawing the light shapes, and then we'll connect them together with a cord. So the fun thing about lights and holiday lights and celebration lights is they come in all different colors. You can have the plain white lights, you can get them as plain yellow white lights. Mine are red, yellow, blue, and green. So you get to decide as the artist what color lights are going to be on your string of lights. This is also a really fun subject for a holiday greeting card. So if you were to take a paper and fold it in half, right, or if you had a greeting card that's a blank greeting card, you could do this artwork on that and send it to a friend or relative. And it's a great way to connect, especially since we're all trying to stay safe and healthy in this season. So looking at the basic shape of our lights, and again, choose your color. I'm going to start with a red one, but you choose your colors. The basic shape, we've got sort of a triangle that has had its edges rounded, right? Because it's not really an egg shape, and it's not really an oval, and it's not really a circle. So I'm sort of thinking about it as a triangle with round edges, right? So I'm going to start with a curved line, and then I'm going to put a dot down here at the top and make a small little U. And then I'm just going to bring that with a curved line to connect that and that, right? Now, you get to decide how many of each color. So my string of lights here has a pattern on it, or sort of a pattern on it. Maybe it wants to be a pattern. Let's say that it wants to be a pattern. Green, red, yellow, blue, red, yellow. What would the next one be? Blue comes after yellow, then red. I think the green and the blue switch spots, so it's going to go yellow. The next one would be green, red, yellow, blue. Trixie, math. You didn't know you were going to do math today, did you? So you decide if they're going to go in a pattern or if you're going to have them move around and just be random. I think I'm just going to make them random. And then you have to decide how many of each color. And these go in all different directions. So you can make yours go in different directions. And I'm going to just draw all of my lights first. And maybe some of my lights are, oh, that one came close to running off the edge of the page. I was going to say, maybe for composition, I want to have some of my lights fall off the edge of the page, and that would be an okay choice because, you know, I'm going to try that with this one. So this one ran off the edge. Ooh, and this one, look at that overlapping. One slightly behind the other. Now that I've done that once, I feel like maybe I want to do that some other times. Where else and how else could I do that? Okay. I feel like maybe for balance, I need one more red. I feel like it's going to be up here. All right. So when I look at these lights here, I see a couple of things. I see some bands of color that go across with curved lines. And then I also see these, let's see if I can get my finger right here, these little white shapes. They're reflections of other things. They're reflecting white. So I'm going to just make some shapes inside of my light to help give the idea of roundness. So I'm going to make some reflections here. And let's see. And what might that last one? Ooh, that's kind of cool. I noticed that one in my up here it had a, oh, now I can't see it. There it is. This reflection up at the top, and there's actually two of them next to each other. So now I have a thin marker that I was using to draw with, and I feel like maybe some of these need some more just because. But I'm going to switch and use a thicker marker to do my coloring in, just because the thicker marker is going to go just a little bit faster. And with the thick marker, I can turn it on the sort of the side, that wide edge. And if I use marks that go in the same direction as the lines, that's also going to help my drawing look a little more 3D. And I've got to go very slowly around my white reflections. Right? Otherwise, they'll get covered up. So if I use this curving line, that also will help to make it look rounder. Okay. They kind of look like strawberries. Yummy lights. All right, so let's see here. What does that one look like? Oh, that's hard to see. Okay, if I don't move, I can see the reflections in the one that I'm wearing. That's hard, that's tricksy. Right? So once I've got all of my lights filled in and their reflections, I'm going to want to start to put the little holders. And these have the connectors. That's how our electricity is getting into them, right? There's the little light filament in there. And then we have to connect it somehow to the electrical power. So this cord of lights, the metal wire is in this plastic that runs from light to light to light, and it goes up to this battery pack. other lights you plug in, right? These also have a battery pack in them. So I want to put my sort of cylinder shaped light bulb holder for, I'm sure there's a better word and somebody out there is going to tell me, and that's awesome because that means I will learn something new. And I'm using green only because that's sort of the traditional color that I see on most lights in the store. But if you wanted to use a different color, if you wanted to use black, because you felt like that was too much green, that's up to you. So now you're going to start to wind the cords. So the lights that are on my sweater here, the cords are all curling around and swirling. They're not in a straight line. These lights are connected in a pretty straight line. They're not curving and curling very much. So as the artist, you get to decide, are they going to curve and swirl, or are they going to go in order? Are they going to be very organized? So I think because of the way I drew mine, my cord is going to be curving and swirling, but it's got to touch each one of these, and I have to figure out how to get to all of them, right? So I'm going to come down to this one, there, and ooh, now I'm going to circle back up, and ooh, now I've got a choice. Do I go up to here to there, or do I go across to there? Ooh, I'm going to go up to there. This is kind of fun. This is sort of like playing with a puzzle. And I'm going to go off the page and come back on. Ha, Trixie. Trixie that. And then I'm going to come across to this yellow one. And then I need to come, I don't want to forget anybody. Everybody's got to be illuminated. I need another loopy here. I need a couple of loopies apparently. And then it's going to come back onto that one. And now that I've gone off the page once, I just can't help myself. I have to keep going. Let's see. I think I'll go here and there and off and that one. All right, so I could now, this is a double strand here, so if I wanted to go back through everything and add that, I could. That's a detail that I could add for, and then I'm going to want to color in all of the light bulb holders and have a delightful time coloring your lights and celebrating light in our lives and happy colors that just when we see them make us smile.